What's up, guys? Tony here from LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com. I hope the video and the streaming is better today. We're going to be talking about orange peel and how to avoid, how to remove, and then we're going to do some auto body Q&A for 20 minutes, give or take. So quickly, just type in the chat, guys. Let me know if you guys can hear and see me, and also if this is your first time tuning in, type in the chat first timer, newbie. If you've been on before, type in, been on before, and give me a little, heads up shout out where you're tuning in from. That's also cool to see people from, different places. And I also created a document for you today as well. Let me just make sure everything's playing fine on my end here. All right. And where did I put this document? Okay, I got the document for you guys. So orange peel is pretty much one of the most common frustrations in auto body and paint. It makes your paint look textured, unprofessional, instead of flat and glossy. And this guide is going to show you why it happens, how to fix it, and how to prevent it so your paint jobs come out looking glass smooth every time. That's what we're trying to get to, is having nice finishes that reduces your color sanding and buffing. And maybe sometimes if you don't even want to color sand and buff, your paint job just looks great right out the box. So we're going to get into it in a few seconds here. Just want to check the chat, make sure people are kind of seeing and hearing me. What's up, Tony B? What's going on, Brian? Just want to make sure so everybody's good. Everybody sees and hears me. Okay. So, wow, this looks different. There was a way I can basically stream things. So I'm just going to go ahead and share screen, and I'm going to share this page here. Okay. So why orange peel happens? Okay. Number one is, hopefully this is big enough, incorrect spray gun pressure, too high or too low PSI. Wrong gun distance or spray speed. And I talk about this in the RADS paint formula. I basically have a 5-video series that breaks it down. You can get this for free at not Learn Auto Body, but radspaintformula.com. I'll type the link in when I'm done with this. And you can get this information on video as well. Number 3 is the paint's too thick. Wrong. You're using the wrong reducer or activator for the temperature. Let's see if this is showing correctly. Yep. Okay. And then how to fix orange peel. Oh, number 4 is poor atomization due to cheap spray guns or improper setup. Okay. The also, hold on, paint too thick, wrong reducer activator. And also paint too thick, painting in cold temperatures. And that's what I mean by this. And we cover all of this in the RADS paint formula as well. So if you're painting in like 60 degrees, your paint's going to be thicker, the viscosity, because it's cold. So you want to make sure you're painting in the sweet spot. And we talked about that on last week's stream. And I have a guide for that as well. So you guys are going to be able to get all these guides and more. So how do you fix orange peel? So pretty much the way to fix orange peel is to wet sand the affected area or areas with 1,500 to 2,000 grit sandpaper. And then you're going to buff with compound to restore it into a mirror-like finish. And this could be done with any clear coat. Okay. And you're going to want to be cautious. You don't sand through the clear coat into your base layer, because once you do that, you literally have to re-clear coat that panel. You're going to have to shoot some base over it again, and then re-clear coat. Basically, you need to repaint the panel. And how do you do that? You basically got to take it down to 400 grit, get it all flat again, put 1 coat of base on it, make sure it looks good, and then put 2 coats of clear on it. So how to prevent orange peel? You got to make sure you set up your spray gun pressure correctly. Base coat, I usually like to spray 24 to 28 pounds. Clear coat, 27 to 29 pounds. And that is when you're setting it up with your digital gauge let's do this. That's when you're setting up with your digital gauge with your trigger pulled. Okay, you're gonna want to make sure it says it on the gauge here. All right, so let's get back to this here. You want to use the correct reducer and activator to match the temperature range and wherever you're spraying at. Number 3 is you want to maintain the right gun distance to panel, 6 to 8 inches away from your panel, and spray at a steady speed. And this is what I talk about in the RADS paint formula: speed and flow. Okay, RADS. S is speed and flow. Number 4, ensure proper spray gun atomization by using a quality spray gun setup. So you don't have to spend $500 or $800,000 on a good super high end spray gun. You can get the same results with a $200-300 spray gun. Even $50 spray guns can do it, but they don't last long. That's pretty much the difference. If you want a gun that'll last long, spend a little bit more, get something that'll last longer, and you get more quality. You basically get what you pay for with your spray guns. Okay, you get a cheap Harbor Freight one. Sometimes they fall apart while you use them. Ensure proper atomization, and the last tip is basically you want to make sure that you have good lighting, because if you can't see what you're doing when you're painting, you're not going to know how the paint is laying on. And a lot of times, orange peel or dry paint, all of that can be avoided if you're actually seeing what you're doing correctly. And that's why I like to use the Gun Bud Ultra Lighting System pretty much on all my paint jobs. I set this puppy up, I put it on full blast mode like that, and it basically lights up everything while you're spraying. It's a #1 bestseller on Amazon. And if you join Learn Auto Body VIP, I'll literally ship you one of these for free. So I'm going to pop the link in the description as well. And you're going to get, sorry, I'm just reading the comments right now. I'm going to get to your Q&A in just a bit. So lighting is very important, because once you see that you're having, sometimes in the middle of a paint job, you're going to notice, look, man, I'm having some orange peel, or it's laying on dry. Then you could basically fix it while you're painting. It'll allow you to see, oh, I need to spray a little bit slower. Maybe I need to open up my fan a little bit more, tune up my pressure a little bit more, and just give it an extra coat. You know what I mean? That is like key when spraying. If you can adjust while you're spraying, will allow you to get better paint jobs. And that's pretty much what every painter does. What you basically see everything while it's laying on. If you feel like the settings need to be adjusted, you adjust it. If it feels like your clear coat's too thick, maybe add a little bit of reducer to it. If your temperatures, if you're in a colder area, colder climate in the spray booth or your garage, and yeah, so pretty cool to have an instant light system exactly where you're spraying. And I have a bunch of tutorials using this thing over on YouTube as well. Let's get back to the guide here. Let's switch back to the guide. And the other tip is to follow the RADS paint formula. So I'm going to actually put that in. Guys, check the link down below. It's going to link to radspaintformula.com, where I basically go over all of this on video for you in a 5-video series over 5 days. I think you're going to love it. Okay, I also have this quick guide for you today. If you want to download this guide, it's going to be over at learnautobodyandpaint.com/free guides. I'll just post that link right now. And also in the replay of this video, guys, you're going to have a link to that as well on the replay of this video. How do I add both of these? Add to stage. Oh, okay, we could do that. All right. So does it help? So Brian says, does it help to mix very slow reducer hardener? Yes, it does. It does. It also depends on what temperature you're painting in. So the ideal paint temperature zone is 75 to about 88, 90 degrees. that's where your car is a good temperature. The panels are a good temperature. Your clear coat, your base coats are at good temperatures. They're not too cold and kind of like, getting hard on you. Also, when doing complete paint jobs, I like to use slow reducer all the time, right? And you don't always want to mix reducer. If your clear coat calls for just clear coat and activator, a 2-to-1, then just do that. I very rarely like to add reducer unless I have to, unless the clear coat seems too thick and things like that. I painted a Hyundai 10 years ago, but my compressor was only 20 gallons and I had an orange peel with enamel paint cherry red. Am I right? Everything was badly set up. Yeah, probably 10 years ago is a long time. You should try to do it again and see how you see what type of results you get. But low atomization and spraying at low PSI can give you orange peel. All right, because you're not atomizing the paints enough. Okay, but there's a lot of other factors that can get you orange peel, and this is why I have so many detailed step-by-step videos in Learn Auto Body and Paint VIP that'll help you get to the next level and avoid orange peel super quickly. So here, I actually want to give you this downloadable guide here. Where is the... Okay, so right now I have a special offer going at Learn Auto Body VIP. I'm going to drop the link right here. Because if you join for free, just help me with $19 shipping and handling, and I'll send you a Gun Bud Ultra Lighting System. Pretty much for free. You're just helping out with shipping and handling. And these sell on Amazon and eBay every day for about $59. So super cool. I have a bunch of them in stock that I'm giving away to my VIP guys. And you can get one for free if you want. And once you spray with one of these things on your guns, you'll never go back. Like I always spray with the Gun Bud. Helps out so much when painting. I've even painted complete cars in a pitch black garage with this thing. When you plan to cut and buff, how many coats of clear do you usually spray? So 2 coats is pretty much enough. Normal paint job, 2 coats of clear is more than enough. If you're doing something custom and you want to bury flake or you're doing candy, then you could get up to 3 coats. But that's a lot of clear. You want to make sure you don't run it if you're putting down much clear on it. Also, if you're doing custom jobs, normally custom show jobs with candy and or flake and pearl, you do 2 coats of clear, done. And then you basically sand that out with 800 grit, get it nice and flat. And then you could put 2 more coats of clear on top of that. Basically flow coating all of your panels, whatever projects you're working on. So you could have up to 4 coats of clear coat on a custom paint job. So hopefully that helps. But 2 thick, 2 medium wet coats on a car is standard. This Tesla that I did has 2 coats on it, 2 thick, heavy coats. And I didn't cut and buff it yet, but I will. And it came out really, really nice. It looks pretty good. I didn't buff it out yet. This is original House of Color. There is a little paint texture on it. This is not orange peel. I don't know if you can see it up in here. I don't know if this computer actually shows the detail, but it could be flattened out with 2000 grit, 1500 and 2000 and buffed out, and which we will do. I will be buffing this Tesla out. So yeah, this was never buffed out. This is a custom candy paint on this bike here, never buffed out. This is basically House of Color, just laid 2 coats of heavy clear on it. And I never, this is unbuffed, but it's good clear coat, so you hardly get any dye back. If you're using good clear, normally it dries pretty well and you don't get dye back. Dye back means after a week or so, or even up to 3 days after the paint starts curing, it starts to look dull. Some people wonder why. When it comes down to it, any car freshly painted is going to look great. It's going to look glossy. Sometimes you're going to get the orange peel, but most times if you're doing it right, it's going to flow out. It's going to look amazing, look very glossy. But after 3-4 days, a week, sometimes that sheen will kind of dissipate and get a little, on the dull side. That's called dieback. It usually happens with a lot of cheaper clear coats. If you want to use high-end clear coats, expensive clear coats, House of Colors, pretty good clear coat, Deltron makes good clears, you're not going to get that. It's basically going to look pretty much how it dried and set up. It's going to look pretty good. Hopefully that helps, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. And if you have any type of auto body and paint questions, let me know. This is pretty much the time. We'll talk about whatever you need to, get cleared up on auto body. Again, don't forget to hit up radspaintformula.com to get the free guide. And we got the special offer where you can get the free gun bud at that link. And I'll post all these links in the replay on this YouTube live. So as of now, we're going to be going live for another 3 weeks, 5 days a week, because I want to figure out the best times to go. And then after 3 weeks from now, we're probably going to go live 3 times a week. I'm going to cut it down to like Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, kind of break it up, because I don't think I need to be live on, every single day. Once we get a format going, I'm probably going to do it 3 times a week to answer your auto body and paint questions. Because I got some new projects coming up anyway, so I'm going to be busy, filming that type of stuff. So you guys liking this so far? Give me some quick feedback. Let me know in the chat if you guys are liking this. Again, we're going to go live 5 days a week for another 15 days, counting today. So this week, another 2 weeks, and then we're going to go down to 3 days a week. Just kind of figuring out, the best times for everybody. Probably going to stream a little bit later this week. Later on the Eastern time today. I know it's about 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, maybe we'll go a little later. And then in the coming days, maybe we'll go a little bit later. I'm just trying to figure out the best times, like I said. So yeah, guys, any other questions on auto body? Do you find this helpful? Do you guys find this helpful? Again, I do have this guide in a downloadable version if you want it. Okay, I'm gonna have it up on learnautobodyandpaint.com/free guides here. I'm actually going to give you this link as well, because there's a bunch of guides I've been uploading here. Okay, we got the main 85-page auto body manual, auto body paint temperature guide, spray gun air pressure guide, automotive sealer guide, and then today's orange peel guide. Okay, we're just gonna load this up with a bunch of free content, guys, that you guys can download as cheat sheets. And I've been working on this for the past week, since last week. So I'm gonna give you actually, you guys didn't even see that. Yo, thank you guys. VIP is worth it. I became a member in 2017 when I painted my 53 F100. I have not tuned in for a while. Nice to see you, Jonathan. 2016, 2017. I was in Texas at my Texas shop back then, right? Super cool, bro. Thanks for tuning in. It's good to see you. Yeah, so did you guys get that link, guys? The free guides link? Let me know if that loads for you. So I got a quick little 1-minute video showcasing GunBud and how it can help. I'm about to make better videos, like showing actual like car paint jobs with it, but I'm going to show this video, take a 1-minute break. I got to go to the bathroom super quickly, and we'll come back and do a couple more, maybe 10 more minutes of Q&A if there's enough guys on here. And then I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, so I didn't have time to go to the bathroom. I just drank some water. How cool is that? All right, if you guys have any like ideas on topics that I should cover on future live streams this week, let me know. This way I have time to prepare some guides for you. Um, but again, if you want all of this information in step-by-step video detail, check out Learn Auto Body VIP. There's a lot of information in there, and I'll be adding more information this year as well. So what type of projects are you guys working on now? Any new projects? Jonathan Swindle, Brian, any new projects? Roland, any type of new projects you guys working on? I actually just installed a decal kit on my stepfather's Fiat a couple days ago. I didn't film it because I was just installing a decal, but I will be filming painting the roof spoiler. I should be getting it. Actually, it's on the part is on delay. You know, when you're in Hawaii over here, everything comes like so delayed. It's crazy. So like I'm waiting, supposed to come the first week of next week. So I'm just waiting for that. What else? Any auto body Q&A, guys? Burning questions? Let me know. There was a way last time I was able to show the comments that come in live on the screen, and I can't freaking figure it out. I did it last time. Not see if I do this, this is basically me manually showing the comments, but there was a way I did it before where it was just like automatically showing, which was cool. '67 Mustang Coupe. Oh wow, that's a nice car. I like those Mustangs. They're small. They're not too big. You know, what does that have? A 283 in it? 283 or 289? What do those Fords come with? 283 Chevy, right? What size engine you got in that thing? That's a cool car. I remember when I was living in New York back in 1999. Was it 99, 98, 99? 289. Yeah, 289. Um, I painted my brother's father-in-law's 1967 Mustang coupe. It was white. We did it with single stage white called Wimbledon white. That was actually my dad's favorite white classic white color, Wimbledon white. I was like, how old was I? I think I was like 16 years old. I did a complete paint job. He paid me like $3,000 back then. I think materials cost me like 150 bucks, 200 bucks for all the paint and everything. And I was 16 and I painted it in my brother's garage. This is when I was living in New York. I dropped out. I literally dropped out of high school when I was 15 here in Hawaii, and my dad was like, "I'm going to ship you to New York," because I wasn't like doing good in school, you know. So my dad was like, "I'm going to ship you to New York. You're going to live with your brother." My brother was like 32 at the time. I was 16. He was 32. He's 16 years older than me, and he was a general contractor, you know, doing all types of stuff with houses and homes. So I basically worked with him during the days. And like I had previous auto body experience before that because I painted my first car at 15. And then I painted a bunch of bikes and motorcycles from 13 to 15. So I had experience. So that's why it was easy for me to basically do the job. Man, I wish I had pictures. I thought I had one picture of it, but I wish I had more pictures of that job. But I did. It came out nice. The quarter panels were rusted out. So I did weld in some sheet metal on the bottom of the quarter panels and the bottom of the doors. Did a nice paint job on it. He was so happy. And he paid me literally like $3,000 to do it back then. And my brother let me, my brother had like a 1-car garage stall in his garage. And we basically got some plastic liners and lined the garage with plastic. And I shot it right there. It was pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, yep. And that was back in like 19. So wait, I'm 80. Yeah, that was got to be 1999, 82. 1999. Yep. Working on a 2009 Volvo. What are you doing with that? 289 with a C6 automatic. I want to change to TKX 5-speed. Cool, man. Cool. I actually, man, I should have kept my Chevelle, but like I was running low on space here because ever since I moved to Hawaii, like, and I'm still planning out this construction build in the back of my property. It's just been a hurdle with these permits, and it's just like kicking me back at the moment. So I'm limited to my garage space right now, and like I had my Chevelle in here, and I hardly use the car. I should use it more. And I was getting mold in the interior like every couple of weeks. I'd have to just like wipe it down because the mold would grow. I would have the windows open. It's crazy because we get such great breeze here, and none of the other cars were molding, but the interior, and it just took up so much space here, and I wasn't planning on painting it. And if I did paint it, where was I going to keep it? You know, like I ended up getting rid of it. So I sold my 67 Chevelle, which I pretty much regret at the moment. But yeah, it is what it is. I should have kept it. But whatever. Probably get another one in the coming days. Any other projects, guys? How many newbies tuning in for the first time? Not many, not a big turnout tonight. But if you guys got any auto body and paint questions, let me know. I'm about to create like a bunch of video content as well for YouTube. I'll be working on that this week. Oh, cool, bro. My wife and I were just in Oahu about a week ago for our anniversary. First time there. Absolutely beautiful place. Such great people. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Were you mostly in like Waikiki area, or did you come out to the North Shore? Did you go to Polynesian Culture Center? Where'd you guys go? Yeah, time goes by quick, man. Time goes by fast. So we're on about 30 minutes. I'll wait till Jonathan answers, and if we don't have any more auto body Q&A, I'll be on tomorrow. Pretty much, maybe a little bit later tomorrow. We'll go like maybe 7 or 8 Eastern, trying to test some like later time frames. But I do have some YouTube shorts coming up and some YouTube videos. Yes, Waikiki, awesome, man. Yeah, it's been beautiful out here. The weather has been beautiful. It's been dry, nice. It's kind of nice to take a break from the rain because it's been, when we get the rainy season here, especially where I am, pretty much daily. You're getting daily douses of showers and rain, and sometimes it's nice to not have any rain. Body work and slight mechanical work. Bad front end vibration, but the engine and turbo still kicks well. Cool, man. Cool. Awesome. You gonna be doing a full paint job on that thing or what? So we're doing auto body Q&A, guys. Any auto body and paint questions you got, type them in. If not, we're gonna call it a day in a bit, and I'll see you on tomorrow around the same time. I'll send an email out, and we'll jump on here and discuss a problem topic in the beginning with some solutions, and then call it a day. So for all you newbies tuning in, don't forget to hit up learnautobodyandpaint.com to get the free auto body guides, and also radspaintformula.com. If you guys are looking for some great spray guns as well, check out the Atom X spray guns. They come with a free gun butt if you invest in those guns. So check out Zula.com. Yo, what's up? What's up? Good morning, wherever you are. Where are you tuning in from again? Yeah, I'm about to head out, man. We've been on for about 30 minutes or so. Good morning. Any auto body questions? If not, I'm going to head out, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow about the same time. Thank you for tuning in, guys. And We will see you later. Peace, guys. Peace. Thanks for tuning in.